The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow under pressure. They got him again. Anthony Barr able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this 1st half of football.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Going to run again here with Pollard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott
swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw is Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And again, it's Prescott. Steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Marr is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. Go, get out there, get out.
A first down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On play action, Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Prescott. Rolling to his left.
Looking deep for Hilton. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On second down, it's Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Forced out to his left.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
The big fella, the 40.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Mixing up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Once again, they run with Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good,
and that will knot us up at 10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
He's got a man, complete. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone. 1st down. From the red zone now. Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete battle. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And Barr going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Anthony Barr. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
Well, throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
There we go.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 46 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Important extra point up and through, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
To throw, Prescott.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing, Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here's Burrow.
That is taken in by Hurst.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
This is Mixon on the draw. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So cold, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my...
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway here in England. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end. will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. 11.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
11 MP.
Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 2.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync.
Here we go.
And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Rod.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll drop it off to P-Rod, complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Burrow will throw. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. First down, Bridgewater. got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Bridgewater now.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Burrow.
Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
It doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Once again, it's Mostert.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Here's Bridgewater.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Second down and 3. A handoff running left is Mostert.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. And
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To throw, Bridgewater.
That swung out to Mostert.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing, Bridgewater.
Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The center receiver in motion to the right. 2nd down, this is Wilson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They hand it off to Mostert.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that we're both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they go play action now. Burrow on the move to his left. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit
and take a fourth-quarter lead. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they got to go thank the guys on D.
From the 24, Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That's into the hands of Gesicki, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Bridgewater to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Back to Mixon on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Now Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh. Then the juke move, Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown.
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway here in London. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
gun. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second.
Here we go.
You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That was Terrell Bernard navigating his way to the backfield and dropping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now they will throw it with Burrow.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
Back deep is Micah Hyde. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Allen off the play fake. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal from the 3.
They'll run with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We're scoreless after 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Singletary is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Singletary again.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Singletary, they'll run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Steps away. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Flush to his right. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action. It's Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, Mixon. Room here to run.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
On one, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Again, it's Mixon. And I don't think he got there. No. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. In motion goes the tight end. A final shot before half for Allen.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
56, 56.
A final shot before break. Allen.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would... and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
On 2nd and 9, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
On play action, Allen rolling to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On line, ready?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Ed Oliver, that time to want to get in there and bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
And this returnable for Hines. A nice return that time of about 14 yards.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now it's Hines. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Allen now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He finds his man. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it.
Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs and say, road's closed.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run with Mixon. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary from 17 yards out. And the Bills have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that can be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Singletary to get the drive started.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They go right back to Singletary. They find some open field here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A give up the middle to Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. So Allen's going to look to throw. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So